All right. Well, welcome back to the Tech Stack Playbook. I have a really exciting video for everyone today because we are going to be talking about migrations and what happens when you build tech. Things change, things get deprecated, and then you need to build something new. So I'm joined by Brian Tarbox, and I'm going to have Brian introduce himself. And he is also an AWS hero, does a lot of really cool cloud architecting and engineering. But Brian, do you want to give our audience a little bit of an intro into you and what you work on and your experience?
Sure, sure. Um, hey, and thanks for having me on the show. I'm also a hero. We actually have a lot of Brian's as heroes, which is kind of cool.
Good
Um,
company.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm an AWS architect by trade. It's funny today. Someone said, "So, did you used to code?" And I'm like, "Yeah, for about 45 years, I used to code. Now I code. Now I code in Google Docs, which is just pathetic." Um,
Love it.
But I'm a principal solutions architect and evangelist at Kayland, and I'll say Kayland is the best company I've ever worked for, ever, ever, ever. We are and we're hiring like crazy, and we are the real deal. Um, this is the first company I think I've ever been at where the values are real. When we say we rise together. We do. It's crazy. Um,
That's
but
awesome.
anyway, um, but I'm definitely a server guy. Now, a million years ago, I did UI work, and I actually have 3 patents on user interfaces. But I stopped believing in this mythical notion of users about 30 years ago, which is also about when my original website was created. And I showed a couple of years ago, I showed my website to someone, and they said, "Wow, that looks so retro." And I'm like, "Okay, that's really not what I was going for." So, um, and Brian H still believes in this notion of mythical users. So I hired him to actually make my website not look so 1970s. Um, and that was all cool. And then, like, the pandemic happened and the world got crazy, and I sort of didn't touch the website for a couple of years, and in part just because I was busy. Um, and so we wanted to recreate it. Now, Brian tells me that Amplify or Vue or React or some one of those user interfacey things that I luckily don't have to ever care about has updated. And so we're going to find out today just how badly the port is. So thank you, Brian, for taking pity on a server guy. But it's funny. I'm a server guy, but I don't believe
Anytime.
in servers either. I believe in serverless, so it's weird.
Yeah, I feel like there's it's kind of like a spectrum, right? It's like what needs to be on a server, what can be serverless, and then there's a blend between them. So I feel like I sometimes fall between like what's the tool that accomplishes the right job. And I feel like what I love about Amplify is just how easy it is to deploy websites and what's really cool, but also very confusing. So I've spent like the last 5 months really diving into the new Amplify Gen 2. And what was really interesting was their shift to go towards using AWS CDK. So for anybody that hasn't used CDK before, that's infrastructure as code way to build basically AWS infrastructure. So you basically can code it out in TypeScript and Python, your language of choice, and then you can architect and build any sort of system that you might want like in the cloud. Now, what was wild was that Amplify Gen 1, I had gotten really good at that. I knew that like the back of my hand. It was just like made a lot of sense to do Amplify add API, Amplify add hosting like we did, Brian, like if you remember from way back. Now there's none of that. It's all basically basically build all of your infrastructure. You could build it in TypeScript if you're building like Next.js or TypeScript, but you don't have like those like Amplify add stuff. You all declare it, and then you can like put it to a branch, and then Amplify can auto build that for you. So it's like a very different mindset of how to build, and we're gonna see how difficult it is to migrate from this old way of thinking into a new way of thinking that is very disruptive if you aren't used to building with CDK or this Gen 2 flow. So, want to get into it?
Yeah, let's dive in because part of the thing too is that the reason I left the website sort of languishing is that I've been on the road so much, giving talks at summits and things like that, and so I have a million things I want to add to the website. Um, but I haven't had, because I've been having the million things to add, I haven't had time to do it. So anyway,
Oh yeah, no worries. Well, that's what we're here for, right? So I'm gonna switch over to a screen, and you'll see us in the corner here. And now we've got you on the big screen. So, okay, so tell us, where are we right now? This looks like the Amplify console.
okay. Yes, this is the Amplify console, and it's pointing at this is actually your GitHub, because when we first did this originally, we just used your GitHub and don't really know what. Well, I guess we did that because you were doing all the development work, and then um,
Hmm.
I, somehow we both, or it's probably on me, but we never switched over to my GitHub. So I've cloned um, this into mine. And so I think the first thing we do is probably change this to point to mine.
Yes. So you forked the original code into your GitHub, right? Because you had access to that code,
Right.
and then now it's in your account, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, so let's see how to switch out that branch. So if you go to hosting on the left,
And can I have you drive even maybe?
it would be easier if like if it's your
Okay.
screen, but I can direct you like what
Okay.
to do.
Okay.
Could
All
you
right.
just bump up the zoom a little bit for Chrome? Oh yeah, that's great. Could you do like one more?
One more. Okay. Sure. Yep.
Oh nice. Okay, thanks. Okay. So if we go to build settings on the left, let's see what that tells us. Okay, so this is your CICD pipeline, and that all looks fine. Um, okay, cool. Now, if we go back to, I'm just trying to think if we had environment variables. I don't think we did.
Yeah. I don't think we
Um,
did.
yeah, okay, let's go back to overview, and then let's click on prod. Yeah, so if you click on just like that block, yeah, like click there. Okay, cool. So that's pointing to that repo, and we want to change that. So let us see. Could you just where it says like 2 minutes 11 seconds? Can you just like click that drop down? I just want to see. Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
it went down a lot. Okay, and if you click deploy on the left, does that? Oh, that's just like the script. Okay, gotcha. Okay, they changed a lot of things. I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
go back to B2 like the B2 website.
There.
No, like it's the if you see where it says prod deployments, it's in white and then the purple. Yeah, go back to the BT
That.
website.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, cuz there it might be under app settings. If you click that drop down, what comes
Backend.
up under there?
Backend environment maybe.
Yeah, we can check that. I think that just might tell us like the resources that are a part of it. But
Okay.
yeah, it's more like local. If you click on the left, that app settings, branch settings. Okay, reconnect repo. Yeah, I'm like I feel like that used to be under hosting.
But we probably want
We
to
could also
edit.
try editing it. Yeah, let's try editing it too.
Um,
So that automatically connect to branch. Yeah, I think that might be like if you wanted to switch it from like staging to prod on the same branch. Let's go back for a sec. And if you do reconnect repository, I wonder if that's going to prompt you to. Oh yeah, so you can just press continue because we're not going to authorize an org. And then I think there's a way to like configure which repos are in there. I think that might be coming up next. But yeah, if you do like authorize AWS Amplify, then That used to be a way to configure it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we
you
might need
think
to add
it's
another.
just general settings and just
Oh, backend environment must be manually deleted. The app contains Amplify Gen 1. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Can you just scroll down for a sec? Why does it say that once an app is deleted, it can't be recovered?
I'm almost wondering if it'd be easier just to create a brand new one.
It could be. It's just we have the DNS settings on like this.
Okay.
So I don't know
Okay.
if you can like migrate it. It would just be easier if it was like from the same
Sure.
project.
Yeah, of course.
Um okay, let's go back to hosting though. We can try to add like another build. Or sorry, go back to overview. And if we do add a branch, I want to see if that will prompt us to add hosting again. Okay, so if you do reconnect repository, can we try that again? And then yeah, click on Brian Tarbox. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, this is the screen that is supposed to come up. Okay.
Okay.
You can do only select repositories,
Okay.
and then you can like type it. So like your like BT website, I think would be like you could probably
2025.
type
Yeah,
it.
the new one. Yeah.
Oh, that one? Okay, great. So install and authorize. Okay, and now if we go to edit, can you try under production branch? Okay, I think this is for like the same. It's not letting us change that. Press cancel, and let's see if we can add another hosting. So let's do add branch. Do continue. And what did this say? There were no branches found. Oh, because
Yeah. Go ahead.
so we've reconnected. Yeah, well, I guess like we disconnected this from the site. So now if we go back, yeah, this is where like migrations are like kind of painful.
I'm
Maybe
just
try.
wondering.
Oh, you go. What were you thinking?
I'm just wondering if let me just go. No. Okay. Yeah. All right. I thought it might.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Try refreshing this for a sec. Like refresh the page.
Yeah. You know, this feels like, come on, let me edit that.
I know it. If I feel like it should be that easy. If we go back to general settings on the left under app settings, what shows up there? I think that's what we tried to do, right?
Yeah. Manage backends.
Yeah, we could go back to that. So under overview, if on the left, if you go to
Yeah.
overview, mm-hmm. And then if you go to backend environments, yep. And then if you click on staging, where there's like the with
Yeah.
that arrow to the right, yeah. So this is like the old version of
Mm-hmm.
Amplify. So we used to be able to just I mean, you would like be adjusting hosting in here, but yeah, I'm just wondering if we need to like delete this. Okay, on the left, could you just go to Amplify Studio settings? We didn't use Amplify Studio, but oh, backend environments. Okay, under that. So on at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
are you able to like select on the left the backend environment and then delete it? Is that something that we can do?
I'm not seeing a choice to that.
Oh, I see. Okay. Maybe launch Studio. Can we like go into that and then let's see. This really takes me back because this was like the OG Amplify environment.
God, it looks so old school.
I know they really buffed up the UI in Gen 2. So there should be a hosting environment in here. You think this would be easier than it is.
Well, that's why this might be interesting for folks because, yeah, I thought it would be like, okay, I'd click at it and I'd just switch and would be all set.
Yeah. Well, this is like the whole fundamental shift that's like very different from like when you like drastically change a framework. I feel like it's hard to think downstream because everything's so different. Can we deployment activity? So if you click on any of those like deployment activities, are there any clickable actions like on that, or is it?
No, that's just essentially a log.
Oh, I see. So that kind of makes sense.
Content? I mean, I don't
It's
know.
worth a try. Yeah, let's check that.
No, we don't have a data model. Okay. Again, I
Yeah,
defer
maybe
to
they.
it might be it might be that this isn't something you can really do. That we just need to create another one.
I mean, maybe it could be. I'm just checking the docs, but they're not super helpful.
I'm shocked.
It's like, oh, like the docs make sense if you know what you're doing. It's like if you already knew the answer, you wouldn't be checking the docs. It's the catch-22.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it almost like doesn't include hosting as a core function. It talks about functions, like that's like Lambda stuff, storage, authentication, cognito. It's like your usual suspects. Okay, let's go back to the like the Gen 2 framework. What was the tab like right before this? Do we have the? Yeah, like back, like going to yeah, there we go. Okay. And if we were to add a branch on the right, what happens there? Because I wonder if we can like connect.
I wouldn't
No,
think
so
that a branch would. It's because we want to change the repository. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is the thing we need to change. But if I click on here, it just goes there. Host this. Let me just verifications, build settings. There's nothing there. It's custom image. No, I don't know, man.
let's go back to the adding a branch again. Like that button for a sec. I was
Yeah.
just checking something. Yeah. If you click on prod on the left, do you see where it's like that selection? And then if you go down to actions, is there I think our corners are like cutting this off. What does that say? Like, is there an option to like remove it or
No,
disconnect
no.
branch?
Set as production branch, disconnect, disable auto build, connect to Gen 1 build environment.
Let's do disconnect branch. And
Okay.
then I think it's going to ask you to type disconnect.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
like that. Like, are you really sure? And then you're like, yes. Okay.
Okay. So
Now,
now maybe add branch, right?
yeah, let's try that. And then we're just going to hope that this can, yeah, so press continue. And then this should prompt you to,
No.
no, because it's
It's
still,
disconnect branch, not disconnect repo.
right. Try pressing edit again. Automatically connect to matchup patterns. Automatically disconnect branches.
It is so weird. Edit repo settings, but not edit repo.
I know. Okay, let's go back again and try to do the reconnect reconnect repository. And then yeah, click that. And then yeah, only select repositories. Scroll down for a sec. And then that has your website. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that is all set. I'm wondering if like I need to go into GitHub and like remove Amplify from it. I'm going to go into my GitHub and see if I can go and do that.
Okay, I'm going to close this.
Wow, so this was 2023. This was a lot can happen in a couple of years.
I can't believe it was 2 years ago, man.
I know. Time flies. All right, so I'm trying to find where the GitHub apps. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I see AWS Amplify is added to my version. So I'm going to
And since I do AI work as my day job, I'm just asking Perplexity what we should do.
honestly, it probably will have some good insights.
Oh, and by the way, I can't wait for the Perplexity browser.
Oh, they're making a browser?
They're
Why?
making a browser so you'll have even less reason to go to Google.
Oh,
Wow,
interesting.
it's thinking and thinking, and that usually means that it's stuck. So I'll just refresh that.
Okay, I just disconnected the Amplify from my GitHub. Can you try to now refresh this page and let's try to do a reconnect repository because it shouldn't be able to connect to this now.
Okay, reconnect repo. Yep. Yep. Not found.
Okay, so if you go to edit,
Okay, hold on. Oh. Check this.
oh, interesting. So maybe that's something we could do in CloudShell in the AWS console since we're right there.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let
all right,
me.
holding.
So again, I don't use the console much. So it's like CloudShell.
Oh, it's in the bottom left. Like all the way like at the bottom.
Oh,
Like
oh,
all
oh,
the way at
oh.
the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's
So they
funny.
integrated this across all the services so you can like access it wherever.
Right. Okay. That's very cool. Yes.
And then I think it's list dash apps. Yeah, let's see
Yeah.
if they have it.
Yes. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, so that's 100% your app, right? Because
Right. So if I say amplify update app ID, and what's my app ID?
I think it'll say that in the JSON. If you like, maybe make CloudShell like a little bit bigger. I think it'll tell you the app ID like at the top.
There we go.
Like if you, yeah, there it is, and it gives you the ARN, which is so interesting because I wonder if they added Amplify as the CLI tool in CloudShell, knowing that a lot of people are migrating.
Repository. Okay. And the repo is, and I made it website 2025. Okay. Access token. Where did I squirreled that away. GitHub, hold on, edit. Oh, okay. And maybe we'll obscure the access token.
Oh, do you want me to switch to like just
No,
us?
no, that's okay. I'll change it.
Okay.
That
I'm
looks
also
like.
gonna go into editing and like I'll blur out everything like when I do like editing
Oh,
of this.
oh, whoop. Da, 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 da. Command line. Oh my god.
What happened?
Well, no. It worked, but I mean, just the fact that here we are doing command line, we're doing CLI.
Oh yeah,
So
we're getting into the nitty gritty of coding.
okay, so I think it worked. So let me go back.
That would be wild if
No,
we're
not
able
WordPress.
to get this back.
Oh, okay. So I don't even have to. It's So let me go here and
Yeah,
let me
give it a
just refresh.
refresh.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So now we can okay, so the back end is there, but if we go to branches,
Well, branches or
let's go back to build settings. Or wait a second. No. App settings. Ah, okay. So now we can oh, wait a second. Oh, I got excited. Wait.
sorry, just branch settings.
Yeah, because I think we need to.
It didn't.
Can you try refreshing this page? Just like do Control
Yeah,
R.
right.
Yeah, because that should have
Let
removed it.
It's huh. That's yeah. I mean, because the command line worked.
What did it say when you ran it?
Let's go back. Uh,
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just message this over to you, yeah, just in case you're curious. So, I think Perplexity found that from Stack Overflow because that was a solution, but that's from like 2 years ago. Where's our chat? Trying to find our chat. Chat. Where's the chat? Oh, private chat. Okay, I just messaged
but
this over to you.
okay, but it did. The command line seemed to necessary cookies only. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at that. Um, that looks like exactly what I did. Because doesn't, I mean, looking here at the CloudShell, it says that the app is, that the repository is that. I mean, actually, let me just go list the app again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's back at yours, but no. It, uh, come on, man. Why would it say this if it didn't actually do it?
Yeah, that's a good question. If you try to run it again, what happens? Like
Okay.
that same command that you just ran?
Yeah. Um, and it seems like it's got a limited scroll. Does it? Can I change the?
Oh yeah, you gotta like keep pressing enter. I think, or you could probably do like Control C. That will just like that will just
Okay.
like end the.
Okay. Yeah.
Did that work? Okay, cool.
Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah, that's, and then just Q to get out of this, and then if I list apps, it's back to you. This, come on, man. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. This is when I list the app, it lists this, but then it's made a second app that's this. So there are two apps now, I think. So this is ends in
Oh.
5F7. And yeah, there are two apps now. So let's go to a different app. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my God. I might be actually providing a value here.
Oh. Oh, wait a second. Look at that.
Yeah. Um, yeah, let's go to this one. Yeah.
I'm like cautiously optimistic.
I'm just shocked that I have some value here.
I mean, the cloud engineer, like, you're gonna trust somebody with years of experience, right? Decades of experience. That's where
Okay.
experience comes in. Okay,
Okay.
go to branches, right?
Yeah.
Migrate to our GitHub app.
No, later.
Yeah, let's do it later.
This-
Always later. Oh, connect branch. Oh, okay, that's an option. Cool.
Okay.
Oh, and that's your site. That's your branch or your
Right.
repo.
So let's add a branch. Oh my God, how many times do I authorize this damn thing? It's like, come on.
I know. I think you've authorized it plenty.
Select.
Okay, now if you search in there,
I
if
think
you
it's just
type in there, it
main.
should be
It's
prod or
main. It's
main.
main.
Yeah.
Yes. Add the branch. Holy crud.
Oh,
All right.
okay. And auto build is enabled, so this is either going to work or it will not. I'm really curious what will happen.
Okay. So is there
Oh,
is there
that's so interesting. That do you see how it says Gen 1 backend environment?
yeah.
Like, and so I guess that tells you there's a lot of people that needed to migrate from Gen 1 to Gen 2 if that's one of the fields. Just interesting.
Okay. So
So if you go
where's
back
my
to overview, that
so
should
this has been saved, I guess. So let's go to
yeah.
remind me later. It's like go
Okay,
away.
so you see how it's deploying. So if you press into that box that you're in right now, go down. Yeah, click
Oh,
that.
it's deploying.
Well, yeah. So we got to wait and see. So this has the whole like multi-stage deployment. So if you press do you see under build, it says it's provisioning. If you move your mouse up just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, go down. Yeah, click on that. This. So this is now going to be I guess provisioning our
Good lord. Good lord.
build.
So I
So
did
we got to
not
wait.
I did not expect that um, that command would make another whole app.
Yeah. I guess
God.
that's the migration pattern is that they want to get you set up on all the new stuff and leave the old in the dust, I guess.
Yeah. No, that's okay. That's awesome. I mean, good lord, good lord. So for any viewers who's watching this, if you do the command and it seems like it's done the right thing, it doesn't look like it's done the right thing, go look in more detail.
Oh yes, and use AI. AI can help when you're stuck.
Perplexity, man. Perplexity is just, I can't even imagine what the Perplexity browser is going to be.
I'm excited now that you said that. I don't know what to expect though. I feel like building a browser is hard because wasn't there like I love the Brave browser, but that was like where did the Brave Software Foundation like spend a lot of time to make it secure? I know Orb or whatever it's called, Arc, the Arc browser or whatever it's called. I feel like that really petered out.
Right. Well, there's so many surprises. It's like I'm um, in my day job. I do a lot of getting my company Amazon competencies, and so we have just an insane amount of information in Google Drive. And Google Drive, made by the search engine Google, is the most unsearchable repository that has ever been made, which is just
Yeah.
astonishing to me. So I end up with sort of an infinite number of tabs, um, and now an infinite number of tab groups. Yeah. I mean, if you look up here, I should probably close these, but I mean, it's. I have an infinite number of tabs. It's
Yours looks way more organized than mine. I feel like I have 6 different instances of Chrome and they each have 50 plus tabs in each of them.
Do you use
It's
tab groups? Do you use tab groups?
no, I have not. I cuz it's like then I'm going to have 50 tabs within each group and then 6 different like
Right.
like pages of Google.
It is so cool. It's like, here's everything I'm doing for training. Here's everything I'm doing for the meetup. Here are all my social apps. It's this is the only way my brain can work.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. I feel like I've been
Oh,
skeptical.
build failed.
Ah,
Um,
okay. AWS access credentials cannot be found. Interesting. A new default image
oh,
is
so
available.
let's do that. Let's put that in the build image settings.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Build image.
Oh yeah. So if we go back to you could click on Brian Tarbox's website at the top in the breadcrumbs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, it's really going to like
it's
not let
really
you
pushing.
go.
Yeah.
If you go to hosting, I think there should be build settings there. Oh wait a second. Why is there no? Oh, build image settings. Yeah, it's down there.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, so
let's
if
edit
you
this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's save that. Uh,
and that's all it said, right? Was just changing
yeah. Yeah.
the spec on that.
So no, leave me alone.
It will not leave you alone.
Right.
Um, okay, so let's click on main again, and in the block down there, yeah, just click on like in the box, yeah, just like anywhere in the box. Oh, I think it's gonna bring you to GitHub.
Yeah. Um, so we switched the build image. So shouldn't we just kick another build?
I don't think it does. I think we have to like click into main. Like if you click on main where it says failed, yeah, just like click on not the URL but like the box. Yeah, just anywhere in there. Yeah, and then redeploy this version,
Gotcha. Yep. Okay.
and then that
Gotcha.
should yeah. So the auto build is only scoped for Git, so that will recognize if you did like a Git commit to the main
Gotcha.
branch, that will auto build. Wait, why did it
Okay.
fail?
So that.
Let's see that.
Yeah.
If you click up, yeah, click on deployment 2. Yeah, and then go up to build. Like at the top. Yeah, click oh, do you see where it's like build with like the line? I'll go down a little bit. Yeah, just like just
Deploy
one
cancel.
up, like the block up from that. Yeah, click that. So that will tell us what's wrong. Failed to set up process.env.seq. Oh, that's interesting. Do you want to throw that whole message into Perplexity? Because I feel like I've seen this before, and sometimes it's like you need to add like some secrets into it.
Okay, go Perplexity.
So it's
Okay.
recommended to run this from the root of your app. AWS Access Controls. I'm gonna look this up too.
Please tell me how to fix this.
Oh, okay. I think I have an idea.
Oh, you're faster than Perplexity.
Possibly. Well, we could try to see. So if you
Okay.
go back to Brian Tarbox website,
Yeah.
and then there should be, we're gonna need to find something that's like IAM roles. So I think it's under app settings. It's either app settings or hosting. Oh, IAM roles. The third one.
Yeah.
And then they're probably no service role. So this is gonna need to assume all of like the Amplify abilities. So you should maybe like Amplify.
Amplify.
Do you have one that's like Amplify? It's like Amplify backend, Amplify admin backend role. Do you have that?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it wouldn't be those. It would be it's like a specific. It would be we could make it. It's just we need to make a role that can assume the ability. It's kind of like like how like with Kubernetes EKS you need to have like a
right.
role that can do the Kubernetes stuff. We
Right.
need a role that can do the Amplify stuff.
It should just make one for me. It's
I
like
know, right? It should
don't
be
don't.
that.
Um.
We might
All
need to
right.
go to Amplify though, and like or IAM and like
Yeah.
make a role.
Okay.
So that now this is becoming a masterclass in AWS management.
A
So I
service role.
feel like we could do like a service role and then should be
Amplify.
Amplify.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's the backend deployment. Yeah, it's that specific use case.
Okay. Um. Yes. Give me an admin. Yep. 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 Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Great role. Or
Oh, you might want to name it like
yeah. Brian Amplify website role. Okay.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Great role. Okay. Go back here. Refresh. Cool.
I see it. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's go back up to overview and
Mm-hmm.
and re. No, not to do that.
Oh yeah, click on main again. Not the link, but the block.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And then
Redeploy.
redeploy this version.
Yeah, it's just so funny that like I'm a as much as I'm not a UI guy, it's like that's an obvious affordance. But the fact that the block in the other case is also a button, that's I'm not a fan that it's. I get it, but no.
I was like, if you were in the room, you would have had different thoughts.
Oh,
I'm actually curious. What did Perplexity suggest? Did Perplexity say to do that, or?
yeah, it's a create a role. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, because there's I'll send you the link on our chat in Restream. But yeah, I do wonder though if like with Perplexity, like if you're really good at searching for something, I feel like sometimes Perplexity can search like en masse, like tons of stuff. Like their deep researcher is insane. But I feel like a really targeted Google search will still beat LLMs sometimes.
Google search, what's that?
Yeah, I know. Honestly, I know.
Yeah, no, I don't go. I don't go to Google anymore, because when you say a really targeted Google search, that's well just a better prompt. Um,
Well, that's true.
so this is going further than it did before, I think.
Click on the build again. Do you see where it says provisioning? Oh, nice. Oh, that does look good. Oh, initialize provider successfully. Ah, okay. So we just need to wait for the deployment to work. Oh, we like green check marks. That's good. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Oh,
God,
Amplify add API RIP. Yeah, that's no more. It's all infrastructure as code. So there's no like Amplify add this in the Gen 2.
oh my goodness.
See, also, this is my hot take, but like the fact that the Amplify team was able to do all of this multi-stage build and like you're able to see the full CI/CD process. Like I feel like there's so many times where people are like, I don't want to use Amplify. I want to like build my own system. It's like this is like when it works, it works. So
Completed front end build. Did it?
oh nice. Scroll down. Let's go down to deployment. Oh, like all the way down. Yeah. So click on deploy. Do you see where it says deploying top right? Move to the right. To the right. Oh, actually, you could click there too, I think. But yeah, click there. Okay. So this is using CloudFront cache configuration. Oh yeah, so this will take a while the first time because it's setting up CloudFront
Yeah,
and the
yeah, yeah.
CDN.
But but so do we, since the build worked, does that mean the code is okay, unchanged?
We'll have to see. I feel
Yeah,
like it did not error, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there won't be errors in production, which like haha, like you know this, right?
right.
Like but as
Wow.
far as it's checking, I mean, but that's also checking like one cool thing about the CI/CD pipeline with Amplify is that if there are build errors in your code, it will tell you that and that it can help you make sure that you're shipping bugless code or error-free code. But yeah, we'll have to see if it actually like works.
Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Deployment complete.
Oh, oh, yay. Okay, that's great. Woo. Oh, I
But
don't know
it's
why it
still
keeps saying deploy. Try giving that a refresh, like the page, just to like Control R. It might have just been buffering. Let's go. Okay, click on the domain. Let's see if it worked. So that's the Amplify URL. We'll probably need to switch over the DNS, but
this one?
yeah. Yeah, click on that.
Oh my
Ah!
god.
Your site.
Oh my god. Um
It's there.
um
Okay, this doesn't look like the site is broken.
no,
Ah!
this looks um oh my goodness.
Pretty
Uh
cool. I mean, Brian, this site looks pretty awesome. I mean, whoever worked with you to collaborate on this site, I mean, props to
well,
whoever did
yes,
that.
yes, yes. Brian, hats off to Brian H for making an incredible site. If I could only show you the terrible, terrible site that it used to be. Okay. Oh my lord. So okay. So but now let me go to uh, the actual site. Huh.
Oh, that makes sense because the DNS needs to be switched over.
Okay.
So if we go back to Amplify,
Oh, and do you know this? How to if you're doing so many tabs uh, on a Mac, Control Shift A brings you up a list of the tabs that you've done in recency order.
oh no, that's a thing you can do.
Command Shift A, and these are the tabs in recency order. It's
Wow,
it's freaking incredible. I couldn't live without this. Uh,
that's a great hack. Thank you for sharing that. I'm
where
definitely
did
going to
I?
be.
But now I can't. Now I can't.
Oh, I
Okay.
think it's that one to the left, or I think it's like two to the left. One more to the
Okay.
left.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, can you duplicate this tab? Because I want us to go back to the original app, the one before you cloned it, and I want to see if that DNS is still associated with it. Because, yeah, okay. So stay in this tab and then go to all apps, and we're gonna do the one that's the 2023 version. Yeah. So the one on the right.
Okay.
Yeah, click that one.
This has this, but this has nothing.
And I want to see under hosting on the left, under custom domains. Right there. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So can you under actions? Can you just click that and then say,
Delete.
uh, do you remember if we put this on Route 53?
I think we did. Um. Um. Actually, I think. One sec. One sec. I think what I actually did was in my because my original thing is in briantarbox.org, and I think I just put a redirect from briantarbox.org to briantarbox.com.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe yeah. That tracks. I think I remember you said that at one point too.
Because so if we so deleting this is the question: is deleting this domain deleting it from Amplify, or it wouldn't be deleting it from Route 53? I wouldn't think.
No, 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 no. It would just be deleting it from Amplify. But I think I don't want us to delete it just yet because it might have us like do a pattern that could be helpful. Can you go to Route actually, can you make a third tab and can you open up Route 53 cuz I want to. Yeah, if you just open this up in like another tab. Yeah,
Of
that'd be
course,
great.
infinite
Sweet.
tabs.
Yeah, literally my life is I feel like infinite tabs. Oh, one hosted zone. Is that one domain on the right. Is that your yeah, okay. So that's so click on that for a sec. Yeah, so that's I'll blur all of this out when I edit it. But anyways, so
Oh
this
yeah,
is
I did both. I did both. So um, we created this, but then I did a redirect from the old one, the .org, to this.
oh, I see. Okay, because if you open up the record, yeah, if you actually on the right, you could just like zero record selected. You could just like make that like you see that right arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like make it like a full screen. Can you just make the record a little bit bigger, the record column? So that's all that stuff. So Amplify is going to do all of this. So I think what we need to do is go to Amplify, like the new app, and then we might need to actually delete it from like the old version. It's just I want to see if it will do it automatically. Yeah, so go to Brian Tarbox website. Yep. Oh my
Okay.
goodness, it's like remind me later. It's like the next 30 seconds. Okay, go to hosting on the left and go to custom domains. Mm-hmm. Yep. And we want to add a domain. Top right. Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
briantarbox.com and configure domain. When you go to briantarbox.com, do you have a redirect to www or no? I feel like you probably don't.
Probably don't, but
Let me
that's
see
okay.
if there's.
I can add that later. I think.
Okay, yeah. It's just if you like didn't want to have that. I just think sometimes it's annoying. But okay, Amplify managed certificate. Yeah. So now I think we could probably just configure it. It's probably gonna error though. It's gonna say it's added to like another app. I just want to see if it will prompt you to switch it over.
Okay.
But let's see.
I don't have a I can't.
Oh, is it not letting you do
Well,
that?
there's not.
Oh, it's our little images are like blocking the corners. I
Okay.
can't see it. Okay, that probably is. Okay, can you try when you do like remove on the right to like remove the subdomain? Yeah, can you just press that?
Really?
I just want
Okay.
to see what will happen. Okay, now does it let you
Oh, yeah,
save?
yeah. Okay.
Okay,
All right. Add domain.
and what does that say?
Subdomains, membership branch name failed to satisfy constraint. Um, Member must have length greater than or equal to 1.
Okay, so not a helpful error. Okay, I think that's because it's added to that other app. So let's try to go back to that other app and remove it. Yep, in here, and then yeah, on the right, if you do actions, sorry, on the right, like inside of custom domain, yeah, if you do actions, and then you could say delete domain, and then delete.
Okay. So let's go back here and see if we can do it again. No, this is. Okay, so I'll just.
Did it do it in the other app, that other tab? Oh, there we go. Okay, it did remove it. Okay, cool. You just go back to Route 53 for a sec. I just want to see if you do that refresh. Oh, do you see like the little? If you go up a bit.
Oh,
Yeah. That little
yeah,
spinny wheel.
yeah.
So I wonder. I think we're gonna need to remove that C name, and like, we'll have to see. I think like that's probably gonna be the error of the because you need to Amplify to configure it. So
Right.
it might be seeing those name servers, and it's like, oh, like why are they there? So I think we got to go back to the new app, and then yeah, try refreshing this again.
Oh my god.
It's like death by 1,000 notifications. Custom domains. Yep, and then we'll do add domain, and then briantarbox.com. Do configure domain, and does this let you select it again?
It won't let me add the domain right now. That won't do it. So get rid of this one again.
Yeah, just try that again and see.
No, same error.
Okay, I think we're gonna need to go back to Route 53 and
Get rid of the CNAME.
yeah, I mean we're definitely gonna need to get rid of that because that's like specifically for Amplify. Just gonna check something really quick.
I almost like if I could just edit this to be the value that Amplify gave it.
Yeah, Amplify's supposed to do that. I think there's issues when like you want to like remove a domain. Like it added these to the domain.
All right.
I'm gonna ask Claude. I'm gonna say like um
Yeah, I'm guessing though that we'll end up deleting this and then going back to Amplify and it will create it.
All right. Claude 3.5 Sonnet, help us. Oh yeah, so a name server, an SOA start of authority, and a CNAME record. These are bad by Amplify for previous this. You're planning to create this. You can likely remove these records before creating them with new Amplify app. The name servers and SOA, which is the start of authority, are typically core records for your domain's DNS configuration. If you're keeping your route domain in Route53, these should generally be preserved. The CNAME, the one selected for this is likely a specific record that points to Amplify. Yeah, okay, so let's remove the CNAME.
Yep. Yep.
I know
Okay.
deleting stuff is scary.
Well, especially in Route 53. Let's go back here and try this again.
Yeah, let's try it again. But try refreshing it. Like we should be able to just add the domain without needing to like remove the subdomain. So,
Oop.
go back to
Yeah.
custom domains. Yep, and then add domain, and then configure domain. Okay, without doing anything, is there a way to advance this, or is this like rejecting it?
Right now, Dan, can you move our bubbles?
I don't think I can actually. Ironically enough.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
maybe.
down at the bottom, there's
Oh, that
cancel
didn't work.
and add domain, but add domain is grayed.
Oh, I see.
Well, here's the thing. I don't care about the dub. So let me just get rid of it. And then same error again. Crap.
Can you copy that error into Perplexity? I'm actually curious.
God, brave new world, man.
I know. Well, but I think this is a great example of how you could have like these AI agents or whatever, but you're still going to need humans in the loop.
Okay. Here, let me just. Come on.
Oh, I think that's from the old chat, right? That was about like the branch issue.
No, this is.
Oh, interesting.
Subdomain, yeah. Provide a branch name. Well, did we provide a branch name?
That's the main branch, so that's already connected.
But where does it? But where are we? Oops. But where are we? So we don't have any. We don't have a subdomain at all.
No, I mean you could add one, but that it's kind of like if you want to do like prod.briantarbox.com
Sure.
or whatever. But usually you'll have www. That's like a pretty standard one, obviously. But yeah, you usually add this and then you tell basically the branch that you want to add a custom domain, but you need to add the domain first.
Okay. Let me come back out. Go back in. It's domain. Figure domain. And even if I set up the redirect, it doesn't. Is it wanting me to put something here? Oh, yeah. Look, main.
Oh. Oh, and then under the box right above that, I think
Mhm.
you also need to do main too, right? Ah. Does
Okay,
that
here
let
we
you go
go.
now?
Oh,
Ah!
SS.
Nice.
My God. Oh my God. And this is an example of believing the error message. You know, branch was
Well,
not specified.
but that's so interesting because it's like, I feel like with documentation, it's like it makes sense if you know the issue,
Oh,
you know?
of course.
Like,
Right,
now that we understand that, it's like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense that that's the error message," but, like,
right,
for new people, like, is that human readable or is that
right, right.
server
It
readable,
just,
machine
it
readable?
just. I had this friend Morgan, who's one of the smartest people I know. Um, and it's funny, I'm as liberal as they come, and he self-describes as to the right of Attila the Hun. But we have we've collected a bunch of Morganisms. So like the opposite of a great idea is often a great idea. Um,
Mm.
and if you're running out of a resource, give your app less of that resource so you force yourself to fix it. And one of his and this feels like a Morganism of believe the error message.
Mm. That's a great one.
Um, oh my lord, this feels ridiculously. Um, I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to say anything more whatsoever. Blah,
You're
blah, blah.
like, "We
Um,
talked too soon." Yeah.
oh my god! Wow.
But I think this shows how much work goes into migrations, especially when frameworks change. That's why you need engineers. You need people that are going to work on this, right? But I think we thought there was going to be like, oh, like 15, 20 minutes, no problem.
Right. When you set this meeting time for 30 minutes, I thought, I don't think so.
I was overly ambitious, I think.
Right. But you're the guy who pulls all nighters to fix things before a presentation.
I try to do what I'm told. Try to you know, listen to the people I need to listen to.
Okay. Is it? Come on. Are we done?
This might take a bit. Try refreshing the page actually.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder if it might still be under SSL. I think the SSL will take some time.
Well, just for yucks, just to screw with it. It worked.
Oh, that's so interesting. So I feel like when it propagates these changes, it will I feel like it will work, but then like it's doing testing to make sure that it works. You know how like AWS is a whole like 99.9999%, availability. So I wonder if it's going through that right now to make sure that like yes it works, but it needs to make sure that the SSL config all works as well. Because you're
Okay.
gonna need that, right? You're gonna need that SSL configuration when Google checks and it's like, is this a legit site? So Amplify has that managed SSL certificate. So I think that's what it's just doing right now to make sure that that works. Can you go back to Route 53? I wonder if it added that CNAME again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, interesting. It added a bunch of stuff. Oh, it added the www. That makes sense.
Right. So so there's one more thing I would like us to try, which is
Yeah.
um, um, uh, just because I want to go in and change something and
Okay.
just see that it um,
I like changing things.
well
Let's change
well
it up.
no like I just want to change. Let me just even go into oh god,
You can actually go into GitHub and just edit something there and then commit it to
that's
the main branch.
that yeah. Um,
Okay.
that's exactly what I wanted to do.
Oh, so you really want to test to see if this worked. I usually feel like we just want to be like, hey, it works. But you want to be like, did it actually work, Brian?
So what's a nice simple thing? It's main. No.
Probably under app. If we go back to app.view. So we had like a number of components. I'm just trying to see.
Yeah, let's go to about um spanning whoa, what did I do?
Oh, now you're editing it.
Right, but where did I
Oh, you could just refresh the page
well I
and
just want
cancel
to
changes. Yeah.
cancel, yeah. I just wanted to make some spanning switch to editor. Okay, fine. Spanning a long time. Fine.
Yeah.
Commit changes. Yeah, fine. Okay. So that should cause a build, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So if you go back to Brian Tarbox website and you X out of this for like the 19,000th time, do you see how now it's deploying? If you click into that block,
Yeah.
you should now basically see that it's provisioning and it's checking that. So that's, oh, and you can see the commit message there under deployment 4.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole CICD pipeline with Amplify is great. I feel like it gets a lot of like unnecessary hate. It's pretty great, to be honest.
No, this is incredible. It's just because this is I mean, tomorrow or virtual tomorrow, I'm going to go add the 27 talks I did last year. And I just want to make sure that I can do that. Oh
Yes.
my God. So
This is exciting.
it is. So remind me, are you a beer drinker or a whiskey drinker, or what's your beverage of choice?
I feel like now I'm into like I'm into like I'm into like random stuff now. I feel like I've been into like energy drinks, but like sport energy drinks and like biohacky stuff. I know it's very LA West Coast, but I would say my favorite, like I would say like beer of choice, Angry Orchard. It doesn't get any more New England than that. Favorite.
Angry
I love
Orchard
me a
cider.
oh my goodness, yeah, the crisp apple. Oh, so good.
The problem with those is they go down too easy.
Oh yeah, it's the problem.
Like,
I would say though, not as sweet, but a down east. I go hard for down east. Those are
okay.
great.
Have you ever
They go
did
hard.
back in the day? Did you ever have Zima?
I don't know. I don't know what that is. What is that?
Oh, it was a malt beverage. It was like Sprite, and it wasn't very popular at all. But the funny thing is, in Babylon 5, which is set 200 years in the future, you could still get Zima in their bar,
Oh,
and it was one of those things. You down it and it's like Sprite. And I remember having a couple at a lunch, and I said, "Oh, this is nothing. This is nothing." And then I stood up and it's like, "Whoa, this wasn't Sprite." So
you're like, this is something different.
I think it finished.
Oh yeah. Oh, it says deployed.
Okay,
Oh,
so
interesting.
now I go back here to about.
Yeah. So that originally said 4 decades. So if we
And it still
refresh,
does. It still does, yeah.
try refreshing.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it refresh it.
Yeah.
Oh, it worked. Let's go. Oh, this is exciting.
Oh my god.
Great.
Oh
This
my
this took
god.
a full teamwork worth of effort. This was great.
Oh my god. Um, I feel like I owe you more than a case of Angry Orchard, man.
I was gonna say maybe some of the Boston user group stickers, if you want to like throw that in, or a cool Kalent swag item. Like I'm a sucker for swag, so like
Okay. Um, uh, text me or LinkedIn, send me your postal address, and I'll send you some stuff.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Okay, thanks.
okay. Okay. Have I gushed to you about the remarkable tablet?
I've seen some of your posts on LinkedIn. I need to use we got the is that the one that we got from the Hero Summit?
No, 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 no. That one. That was
This
a
is like
$20 Etch a Sketch. This is color and amazing. This thing has
really
changed my whole development process.
remarkable tablet. Remarkable 2. I'm on Amazon. Actually, technically, I'm
Remark
on their
The
website.
Remarkable 2 is the older one that's black and white. The Remarkable Pro is the color one, which is
Oh.
unbelievably cool.
Oh, wow, it was more expensive than I expected it to be. But I bet it's really good. I've heard amazing reviews about it.
Yeah. Well, the thing
You
is,
you you like it?
uh, I I don't go anywhere without it. You see, you know, you can color code stuff. Um, you know, you can. So I'm gonna let's see for
You know, I'm gonna make
highlighting. Oh, whoops! It went away. I touched trying to do it the. Oh wait. No. Okay, come on,
I made it
come.
like bigger screen so I can also see.
Okay, okay. So um, I have several pens and I have a highlighter, and I'm going to pick the highlighting color, and then I'm going to. You said that I should watch this show.
Oh, and you can highlight it. Oh, that's so cool.
Highlight. Yeah, the thing is, it's just you can have a whole directory structure with this, and it's the thing with this is there's no email, there's no web browser, there's no nothing.
Mhm.
It's just note taking, but it does synchronize with you know the cloud and your laptop and so on. But um, I just do I do everything on this, you know. So anyway, it's just note taking always. So what? It's funny. One of the standard interview questions is, "What are you bad at?" You know, and
Oh,
um,
interesting.
and then but the
That's such
follow
a
up,
tough question, though. Could we just, like, talk about that for a second? That is such, like, a gotcha question,
right?
I feel.
But here's the thing: the real gotcha is you say something, and then they say, "And what are you doing about that?"
Oh, and yeah, I could
And
see that.
so for me, note taking was always one of my worst areas. You know, I have so many little notepads, so many little files. You know, Google Docs, Word Docs, all that kind of stuff. It's like with this thing, it's all in one, and
Mm.
it's only all in one. And it's funny. I've trained my coworkers at Camelint that if I say I'm going to do a thing, that if they don't see me writing it down in this tablet, I'm not going to do it
So you gotta write it down. Yeah.
because I will forget. So it's just anyway, blah blah blah. So wow, unbelievable success! Yay!
Yeah. So let's walk through wanna walk us through what we did because I feel like we did a lot of things. This was like a masterclass of how to do a migration in AWS, I feel.
Right. So we uh, cloned the repo in your Git to mine.
Mhm.
We eventually figured out how to um, convince Amplify about that.
Yep.
And
It took a while.
how did we do that? Because that was sort of the key step.
Yeah. There's a lot of steps, right? We had to remove that branch that was on my repo. You needed to do that script of like listing the apps, get the app ID, and
Oh,
then
right. We had to do
right,
CMI. In the end, you could not do it in the GUI.
right. You had to really go into the console in CloudShell and actually write out the script.
Right. And we only learned that from Perplexity.
Yep.
And so once we had done that, then it built, but then we had to update the version of Linux that it was building with.
Hmm.
Then we had to give it, we had to create an IAM role. All of this makes sense. Um, and then it built, but it didn't have the right CNAME. So if we went to the long, ugly name, it got to the page. The funny thing is, the view code didn't change at all. That's
Yeah.
astonishing. That's what I know you were afraid of that we might have to change that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how it would play nice with the new Amplify Gen 2 cuz usually I thought we would need to have some sort of like a tomo file or some sort of like you know how like sometimes you'll need that to like tell upstream that like hey, here's this thing that we're going to do. But it seems like Amplify is abstracting a lot of that complexity, so as long as the code builds, it can then put that on the web, which is
Right.
pretty cool to know that we can do that.
Absolutely. So then we had to delete the domain from the and the main trick, or one of the main tricks, was when we used the CLI to tell Amplify about the different repo, it actually created a second app. And for a while
Yes.
we didn't recognize. We just looked at, and it's like, oh, the old app is unchanged. It's like, right, the old app is unchanged. So we went to the new app. Um, and then we had to fix the CNAME. We had to delete the domain from the old app. We had to add it to the new one, but we had to delete the CNAME before that, and then we had to add the branch. After recognizing that the error message, "You need to have a branch," meant that we needed to have a branch.
I mean, like, but it's not so intuitive.
No,
Like
no,
just because it says it, it's like actively implementing it. Very different.
right, right,
So,
um, right. And to be fair, the Amplify UIs, I'm a as much as I'm not a UI person, I'm a big UI critique person, in that the it shouldn't let you push go if it knows that you're missing things on the page. And we were missing
oh,
things on the page. It shouldn't have let it be go. And I also think that when the go or commit or add button is grayed, when you click on it, it should tell you why it's grayed.
hmm, yeah,
But anyway, so then it just worked, and it was interesting that it was resolvable even before it said the command was finished, for all
I
the reasons
know.
that you said. Yeah,
Yeah, and especially the IAM. I feel like IAM's always like a kicker for any sort of build or any sort of deployment pipeline. So it's like setting up a role, enabling the builder to use that specific role, and updating the instance. So there were a lot of changes that needed to be made. But then you got it working. Oh, and the DNS stuff as
and the
well.
demons. Yeah. Oh my God.
So
Um,
now you fully own all the code, you fully own all of the CI/CD pipeline architecture, and now you're set up on the latest and greatest from Amplify.
right. And for you watching, that translates into, Brian, you're on your own. Do your own damn thing now.
I feel like a weight has been lifted from my shoulders,
Yes.
to be
Yes.
honest, because now it's like I don't know, like what if I don't know, what if my GitHub got deleted? Then like your website is no more, like there's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
responsibility that was put onto me. I didn't ask for that. It was presented to me. So I like had to carry the weight of your website every day, making sure that continual uptime and delivery every single day, 24/7 for 2
Right.
years. It's a
Right.
long time.
For the 3 people a year who visit my website.
I feel like it must have spiked at reInvent, because it's like you're networking, people are going to
Sure.
see
Sure.
you.
Sure.
I would
Everything.
maybe add a couple of zeros at the end of that, maybe a few.
Yeah. 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 As everything spikes at reInvent. Um,
Yes.
so anyway, yay! Oh my God.
Woo! This is
Yeah.
exciting.
Okay.
And
So
thank you
are
for
you
sticking with
gonna?
me because this was like, I learned a lot from this process too. So,
Yeah. Cool.
so Brian, thank you so much for jumping on this episode of Tech Stack Playbook. I personally learned so much about migrations. I feel like every time I do a migration, I always learn way more than I bargained with when I started. But we learn about IAM, Amplify, Route 53, how to do CLI commands to fix the build, which is like you need coding. So as much as we can like use AI, we still need to know how to code.
Right. We
So
had to use the CLI to fix the GUI.
yes. So not everything is like clickable. But that's interesting with like an agent, right? Like if an agent could click around, like it would it know to open up Cloud Shell? Would you want it to be able to just start messing around with your infrastructure?
Yeah.
Kind of depends, yeah.
That does remind me, and this is a total segue story, but I was a TA for intro computer, of course, back in the day, and there was this kid who was really a pain in the butt, and he would like go and try to help other students, and he would end up destroying their projects,
Oh
and
no.
by mistake. And I got so fed up with him that one time I went onto his terminal and I said, delete all this idiot's code. And he said, that's not a valid command. And I said, if you're so sure, press enter. Well, I'm not really that sure. And I said, then okay, lesson learned.
Ooh. That's a good lesson. I
Yeah,
bet he didn't do that again.
yeah. Well, anyway. So yes. Don't let AI agents or freshmen touch your command shell.
Definitely not. If I wasn't going to allow them before, I definitely will not allow them now. But but thank you so much, Brian, for jumping on. This was
Well, thank you,
awesome. I'm
man.
super glad that I'm really glad that your site now is deployed, and also we were testing the CI/CD pipeline. So as you make changes in whether you have like VS Code or something like that or Cursor, you could like commit to GitHub, and then that will auto build. And then what was that? Like
Yeah.
a
No, it
minute
was
and a half.
amazing. It was totally amazing. Yeah.
So,
Cool.
woo! And now you have your site.
All right.
So
Cool.
that'll do it
Thanks, man.
for this episode. And Brian, thank you again so much for jumping on.
Thank you.
And hope we'll do another build at some point soon.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Cool. Thanks, everybody.